This is the abdominal aorta. It enters the abdomen through the aortic opening of the diaphragm deep to the median arcuate ligament. It runs downwards in front of the lumbar vertebrae, which are covered anteriorly by the anterior longitudinal ligament. The aorta ends below at the lower border of the fourth lumbar vertebra. Note that the thoracic aorta begins in the chest at the lower border of the fourth thoracic vertebra. The aorta is related anteriorly to the pancreas, splenic vein, and left renal vein. These two veins cross in front of the artery, one above and one below the origin of the superior mesenteric artery. This is the origin of the superior mesenteric artery. This is the splenic vein above, and this is the left renal vein below. It is also related anteriorly to the third part of the duodenum, as it crosses horizontally, and to the root of the mesentery with the superior mesenteric artery in it. On each side of the aorta, there is a crus of diaphragm. This is the right crus, and this is the left crus. Also, there is a sympathetic chain on each side. This is the left chain in close contact with the left side of the aorta. And this is the right chain. Note that the right sympathetic chain is hidden by the inferior vena cava as it runs lengthwise behind it, some distance to the right of the aorta. The inferior vena cava runs on its right side from above downwards. The aorta gives off many branches. From its anterior aspect, it gives off only 3 single large arteries, which are from above downwards: the celiac trunk opposite the 12th thoracic vertebra, the superior mesenteric artery opposite the first lumbar vertebra, inferior mesenteric artery opposite the third lumbar vertebra. From its sides, it gives off paired branches. From above downwards, they are as follows: inferior phrenic arteries. This is the right inferior phrenic, and this is the left inferior phrenic, as they ramify on the under surface of the diaphragm. Middle suprarenal arteries. They are slender arteries which need a special dissection for their demonstration. Renal arteries. This is the right renal artery, and this is the left renal artery. Testicular or ovarian to the gonads. Lumbar arteries run deep to the psoas major. This is one of the lumbar arteries arising from the back of the aorta. Terminal divisions, which are the right and left common iliac arteries. The common iliac artery begins at the lower border of the fourth lumbar vertebra and ends at the lower border of the fifth lumbar vertebra. It is about 2 inches long. It divides on the medial side of the psoas major muscle into external and internal iliac arteries. This is the internal iliac artery, and this is the external iliac artery. The external iliac runs forwards along the medial aspect of the psoas major to reach the inguinal ligament at the mid-inguinal point, where it gives off 2 branches, the inferior epigastric artery medially and the deep circumflex iliac laterally. These 2 are its only branches. The internal iliac runs inside the pelvis, hence called internal, and shall be demonstrated on the film concerned with the pelvis. The end of the common iliac artery on each side is crossed by the aorta. But the left common iliac artery is in addition crossed by the superior rectal vessels. This is